Hey guys, welcome to another driving test video. This was a test at Handsworth Driving Test Center on the 18th of July 2023. The test was a pass with 6 minor faults. This test was on a Tuesday at 10 past 12 in the afternoon. So let's see which of the faults we can pick out from the video. Since some of them are things we can't really see on the video, such as signals correctly, which is one. There is use of mirrors, so we wouldn't know where that would happen because we would need to have a camera in the car to see that. And maybe control and forward bay parking. So yeah, but let's see what else we can get from the video as we watch. So up ahead as usual, if you've been watching other videos that I've posted for Handsworth, you know by now that if you turn left, you are more likely to be pulling up, or most likely going to be pulling up on the left hand side just after the next turn here. So they're going to be pulling up on the left. Yep, this is common. It's like a ritual. I don't know why, but everyone seems to make the learning stop here and do a pull up on the left and then move off. I guess it's to assess how you position yourself. So here, as you can see, there is more space on the left here. If you're pulling up here, because it's a 40-mile road and that road is quite narrow, try and push yourself as close as possible to the left to give enough space for cars passing. I was actually quite surprised that there was no minor faults given here, although there is a fault for response to signs and signals, but it was given for traffic signs, which means it's not for this traffic light. It will be for traffic signs. Because if you rewatch that situation again, you notice that the learner could have actually reduced speed earlier when this amber light came on at the slide, but for some reason, probably focusing too much ahead or not anticipating that that light was going to change, the learner did not react to it, because I have had another test where a minor fault was given for such situation. So keep this in mind, but don't worry too much about lights. Just try to learn to plan ahead for them. Remember that when you're approaching a light and it's been on green for a while, then it is possible that it might be changing anytime soon. Now, that does not mean you start braking while you're far away from it, but try and avoid increasing speed, prepare for it, just ease off your gas so that if it does change, you are more likely to be able to stop safely on time. But if you're too close to it, remember again, you should be continuing, as that might be much more dangerous to stop than actually continuing ahead. So practice these things with your instructors to be more confident with dealing with traffic lights. the roundabout ahead, the learner was not aware of a pedestrian approaching from the right hand side of the roundabout coming to cross at the island. And so, as a result of that, reaction was late. So, I believe this would have been the point where one fault was given for planning and awareness. So, let's watch what happens here. So, here is the pedestrians, and at this point, you should be planning to keep this island open. So, she saw the pedestrian last minute and suddenly brakes. So, which would have been the reason why a minor fault was given for planning and awareness. By positioning well at this traffic light, it would allow adequate space for vehicles behind you who intends to go straight to continue. So keep this in mind when you're approaching traffic lights and crossroads or junctions. So that you're not building traffic behind because of your improper positioning. Now keep this in mind that this is only if there is space for it. If you've positioned well enough and there's still not enough space for cars behind you to go through, that it is not yours to worry about. You've done what you can. Just focus ahead and deal with what you've got to do ahead. Because the worst thing you want to do is push too far into the right and you are now blocking oncoming traffic, and now they're having to drive around you or avoid you. So keep that in mind. And at this point, they are now returning back to the test center. So don't forget, if you have found this video useful, remember to like the video, share if you can, and leave a comment below if you've got any question whatsoever. And don't forget, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please don't forget, click the subscribe button and support the channel. So that would be all for this driving test video, and congratulations to the candidate again. So guys, all the best with your driving lessons, and most of all, best of luck with your driving test. So I'll see you in the next video.